welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hey guys, like and subscribe.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Jessica calling behind Wells Fargo Online Client Protections. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. You're calling from where?
We're calling on behalf of Wells Fargo Online Client Protections.
Online client protection. Okay. How can I help you?
We're giving you a courtesy call. We are actually returning a call. We were giving a courtesy outbound call regarding some unusual activities upon your Wells Fargo account. And we just wanted to verify this activity with you today, ma'am.
Well, what activity are you talking about?
Our system did detect some online banking login detections coming from the geographical location of Florida. And we just wanted to verify if this was you attempting to access your portal today.
Yeah, that's me. I logged into my bank account several times. I'm waiting for my tax refund. So I'm anxious and I'm checking it a lot.
Okay, no worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. But it shouldn't be anything coming from Florida, should it?
That's where I am.
Off of a Samsung
I'm near
Galaxy
there.
S7
I'm
Edge.
sorry? What?
Off of a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge.
A Galaxy? What about a Galaxy S7?
No, that's where the logins is coming from, ma'am. It is Florida, but I do see the device is a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge.
Huh. That's weird.
Okay, no worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. So that isn't you attempting to utilize your mobile online banking off of that device?
Not on that device.
Okay, thank you so much for that confirmation as well. So what I am going to do at this moment is I am going to go ahead and complete a maintenance upon your mobile online banking. And this will basically log out any unauthorized users from further having access to your mobile online profile, okay?
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm already in the app and I'm changing my password. It's going to take me a couple seconds to do that. I'll just have...
No worries, ma'am. Take your time.
Okay.
And everything does look correct within your mobile online banking profile, correct, ma'am?
Yeah, there I don't see anything suspicious. And the password is now changed, so it's locked down.
Okay, no worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. So right now, what I am just basically doing is I am going to go ahead and cancel out each transaction so that nothing is deducted upon your behalf.
I don't see any transactions. There's no pending transactions. Everything is cleared.
Yes, ma'am, I do see. We did place them on a geographical hold.
Geographical hold?
Yes, ma'am. Until we were able to speak with the true account holder. We do have 3 transactions here. I do see 2 coming from a Target Superstore and 1 from a Chevron gas station.
Well, I shop at Target groceries, so maybe you're seeing that transaction.
Okay, no worries there. And I do see something here. It is not pending. I do just want to go ahead and add. It is on a hold until we did go ahead and reach the primary account holder. I see a Chevron gas station purchase that was attempted earlier today. That would have been April 9th for roughly $50.38. Was this authorized by you on your behalf?
Of course not. It was not. But there isn't very much money in my checking account, so only enough to cover the bills that are coming through next week. I keep the rest in my savings account, and I've just changed the password. And like I said, I don't see any pending charges. I always see my pending charges.
Yes, ma'am. Since we did notice a red flag, we never saw a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge log into your mobile online banking since you've been a client here with us. So once we
I'm sorry, Wells Fargo is monitoring what devices I'm using to log into my bank?
Yes, ma'am. It does notify what device you do use. If you use an iPhone or a Samsung device, it does tell us.
That's weird. That's creepy. I don't like that at all. I don't like being monitored, but...
I do understand, but due to everything that is going on now, we do add extra precautions so that we are able to notify our clients when there is suspicious activity on their account.
Well, I've been notified about suspicious activity before, but I'm pretty sure they weren't monitoring what device I'm using. Can you turn that off? That's like surveillance, and I don't like that. Turn that off.
Okay, no worries there, ma'am. I will go ahead and turn that security feature off for you. No worries there.
Mm-hmm. I'm already getting text messages for most of the transactions that I'm doing. I set it for $5. And so every time I make a transaction, I get an attempted transaction, a pending, or anything. I get a notification. I get a text message too. And I didn't receive any text message.
Yes, ma'am. No worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. So it does seem like the perpetrators did attempt to turn off your alerts, which is why you didn't receive any text message regarding this unusual activity.
But that's weird because I bought things today and I got notifications for that, but I didn't get notifications from the other thing?
This is a online banking detection, ma'am. A login detection. This is
right.
like
No, you said they
deduction from
turned
your
off
checker's
alerts.
account.
Nobody turned off alerts because I was alerted because I have auto debits that come through.
Yes, ma'am. I'm referring to the online banking login. You're supposed to get an alert when you do log in on a new device out of your online banking.
I do.
We're showing here in our system that you didn't get that alert today because they did turn it off on your behalf.
Turned it off on my behalf? Okay, are you telling me that my money's not safe? Okay, most of my money's with Goldman Sachs in my high-yield savings account. They've been bugging me to open up a checking account. If you can't keep my money safe, I'm moving it.
No, ma'am, I can go ahead and rest assure you that we are able to keep your funds safe.
Doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it.
Yes, ma'am, but nothing was deducted because we were able to catch everything here on our end. I do apologize for the inconveniences that you are experiencing, but I can rest assure you that nothing was deducted here on your account and everything is in good standing.
Right, I already know that. I was in the app. I told you that. I changed the password. I checked everything out. I didn't see any pending charges except for my pending charges. And you're telling me that some person turned off notifications on my behalf? How are they able to do that when they don't have access to my bank app? You said they were attempted logins, not successful logins.
No, ma'am, these were successful logins.
Successful logins to my banking app.
From Florida off of a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge.
All right, well, I'm going to be pulling all my money out of Wells Fargo and putting it in my Goldman Sachs because I'm not earning any interest on my checking account with you, and I can keep all my money in savings and open up a checking account with Goldman Sachs and just transfer money over to that. Because this is unacceptable. I don't share my information with anybody ever, so I'd really like to know how somebody was able to log into my bank account without my username or password.
We do have reasons to believe that there may have been ways that your credentials may have gotten compromised.
Well, if somebody's credentials are compromised, like with a data breach, with a social security number, that doesn't give anybody the username or password to somebody's bank account.
Yes, ma'am, but there are certain ways that perpetrators are able to gain access to your information if they do have certain information that is required, such as your first name, your last name, your date of birth, and things of that sort. We do see here that there was no worries there. Do you happen to use any public Wi-Fi networks or public devices when logging in?
I do not ever, because I know there's dirty, rotten, no good thieves out there that would love to just get on your device. So no, I don't. I always use data.
Okay, no worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. And do you happen to utilize this debit card on any websites that are not HTTPS verified for any online shopping?
I don't ever use my debit card online because that's dangerous. I use my credit card online so that if something happens, it can be disputed. And then I pay the credit card off every month.
Okay, thank you so much for that confirmation. And do you happen to purchase gas of any sort utilizing this debit card, or is it credit card only as well?
Purchase what?
Gasoline.
Gasoline? I told you,
Yes.
I use my credit card for all purchases.
Your credit card as well. Okay,
That's the
thank you
only
so much
thing
for
I
that
use. I
confirmation.
was thinking about cutting up the debit card because I don't ever use it.
Thank you so much for that confirmation, ma'am. So right now, what we are just going to do here, if you can advise us if you would like us to, we will place a watch on your account for 24 hours just to go ahead and see if there's any other suspicious activity. If not, it is fine. We will just go ahead and contact you regarding any other activity matters that our system do detect here.
Well, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. But I'm getting ready to go on a 3-day vacation tomorrow. So, and I'll think about changing over to Goldman Sachs while I'm on vacation. But go ahead and do that.
Okay, no worries there. So we are just going to place the account on a primary 3-day watch just to check out for any suspicious activity or any fraudulent activity to keep your account completely safeguarded. And again, I do want to truly, sincerely apologize for all of the inconveniences that you are experiencing at this time.
That's fine. Well, it's not fine because like I said, I'm probably going to move my money away from Wells Fargo and give it to Goldman Sachs. It's in my best interest to do so, apparently, because I've never in my life had anybody access my bank account without my username or password, and it's a very secure password. And if Wells Fargo can't protect my money, then, and I know you're just an employee, supposedly, this is directed towards Wells Fargo.
Okay, ma'am, and I do apologize for the inconveniences that you are experiencing again. So we are just going to go ahead and place that primary watch. I will go ahead. Would you like me to go ahead and add a travel notice here for you, or would you call us back for that?
I've never had to add a travel notice before. Never, ever.
Okay, no worries there. Sometimes we do advise our clients to add travel notices if they are traveling. It's not necessary, but we do go ahead and advise our clients to go ahead and do so just to avoid running into any blocks that may randomly pop up.
Well, like I said,
it is not required.
I don't use my debit card anyway, so it doesn't matter. I use my credit card, which is, again, with Goldman Sachs, so...
Okay, no worries there. Thank you so much for that confirmation. So like I did state, my name is Jessica, and I am with Wells Fargo Online Client Protection. And
you said your name is, I'm sorry, you said your name is Jessica?
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica, okay.
Yes, Jessica.
Okay.
Jessica, Jessica.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you don't need to worry about putting a travel notice on because... Like I said, I use my credit card for everything, so I'm good to go. And I also said, I don't keep a lot of money in that checking account on purpose.
Okay, no worries there. So you have a great remaining rest of your day, and thank you so much for being a preferred member here at Wells Fargo Bank.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Soul sent me that number. Thank you very much. She told me a little bit about it before I called. It was a well-spoken Jamaican scammer. They really are stepping up their game. They're having their girlfriends or their wives or whatever make some phone calls, or he's using a very, very good voice changer. I don't have any idea what this scam was supposed to be. I guess it's just the beginnings of it, where they gather information. The person never even asked my name. That's weird. But now that these scammers know I have an Apple credit card, they will probably call back trying to steal that.
Yes, hello, good afternoon. This is Shane.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach Wells Fargo Fraud Department. I received an alert.
Yes, and who I have the pleasure speaking with?
My name is Seraphine Pigot.
Can you repeat that, ma'am?
Seraphine Pigot. First name Seraphine, Serafine. Last name Pigot, Pigot. T as in Tom, the T is silent, you don't pronounce it. Seraphine Pigot.
Okay, just give me a brief second here.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, how are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Okay, so unfortunately we're giving you a call here regarding some fraudulent activities that was made here within your account. We would like you to verify today, okay?
Okay. I checked my account before I called you there. I don't see anything suspicious on my end.
Yeah, so unfortunately there was a first transaction here for the amount of, at Walmart Supercenter for the amount of $256.18 that did decline today here in Houston, Texas, ma'am.
That's weird because I don't see it on my app. I don't see anything.
Yes, because that was a Yes, because it was a pending fraudulent activity, ma'am. There were no funds being deducted out of that account.
Right.
Basically, it was flagged for fraud here.
Right, but I always see pending charges, and I didn't see anything but what I've done.
No, so basically, ma'am, it was flagged for fraud here, ma'am. So if it was a pending transaction, that means that it has been deducted from that primary checking account here, ma'am.
All right, well, I don't see anything deducted. I went ahead and locked down my debit card in the app to be safe, so nothing will go through anymore. I hate that because I have auto debits that I'm going to have to get a new card now.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and cancel out that debit card that is currently in your possession, ma'am, and issue out a replacement one to the address we have on file for you, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Now, what we're also seeing here, ma'am, there is 2 devices that currently did have access one from your account here, which is the HP laptop.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so there are 2. Yeah, so there's 2 devices that currently have access one to your online account here, which is the HP laptop and the iPhone. Now, please familiar with any of these devices here, ma'am?
Why would an HP laptop have access to my bank account? I changed the password before I locked my credit or my debit card, so I don't know who these people are, but the rotten no-good thieves need to go get jobs because they don't have access to my account anymore.
Yes. Now, what I'm just going to go ahead and do for your protection here, ma'am, I'm just going to go ahead and remove those devices here from gaining access to your online banking here, ma'am, to protect you for any fraudulent activities that do try to go through on your end today, okay?
Well, I didn't know you could do that, but I access my app through my iPhone, so don't deny access to my iPhone or my MacBook.
No, so that is your device mainly, ma'am, so only your device only can have access with your online banking here, okay?
Never heard of that before, but I didn't know you kept track of that.
Yeah. So you're going to go ahead and click on that primary checking account here, ma'am, and just verify the last 2 transactions you see that has been pending or completed.
Hold on a second. The card is now locked, so nobody can charge anything until you get me the new card. You want the last 2 transactions?
Yes, ma'am.
I paid $100.
So that debit card in your possession is no longer active at the moment, ma'am. So even if it's still locked, it won't have access.
That's okay. That's all right. I've got my Apple. I was going to say my last 2 transactions were payments to my Apple credit card, $127.80 and $45.
Perfect, ma'am. And you are aware of those 2 transactions there, correct?
The ones I just told you about?
Yes.
I made the payments to my Apple credit card. I told you, I don't see anything I have not done here in my app.
Yes, ma'am, I do understand that. Ma'am, it was flagged due to the fact that it wasn't made with you, okay? Now you're going to go ahead and verify the available balance there in that primary checking just to make sure no funds were debited out of your account here today.
Well, there have been things debited out. There's been debits that I did, so I don't know how you can tell.
And this is with the online, ma'am.
All right, well, my checking only has enough to cover my bills, $2,309.41. The rest is in my savings, which is with Goldman Sachs because it's high yield. And then I've got my 401k.
Perfect, ma'am. And just verify and navigate to the savings, ma'am, and just verify the last 2 transactions. It could be a transfer or deposit.
Well, you're not Goldman Sachs, so it doesn't matter. That's my Goldman Sachs MasterCard. The credit card.
No,
it's not my debit
card. Your savings, ma'am.
Oh, the savings. That's also with Goldman Sachs, a high-yield savings account. That's not with you. It has nothing to do with you.
Okay. Can you go ahead and verify that primary checking account, ma'am, available balance, just to make sure no funds are debited out of your account?
I just did. $2,309.41, but things have come out today. My debits that I did.
Yes, perfect, ma'am. Now, just give me a brief second here while I do place you on a brief hold to go ahead and get those other transactions canceled out for you today immediately here, so you're not penalized or overdrafted those that transaction. Okay?
Well, I'm not going to be. They're going to be declined because the card is locked now. You know that. So we're good.
Yeah. So that debit card in your possession is no longer active,
right,
like I did stated before.
Good.
Now, if you do lock it on your online, ma'am, it's still not active, even if you do try to use it.
Oh, I don't have to worry about using it or having access to my money. Not right now, anyway. I can make electronic payments. I'll use my Apple credit card like I always do. It keeps me safe because I can dispute those charges easier than I can if it was a debit card.
Alrighty, ma'am. And at the moment, ma'am, are you currently familiar with any of these third-party banking, such as Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo?
No. My daughter has PayPal, but I don't know the other two. Why?
Okay, so we're currently seeing some more fraudulent activities here. That was within that account.
With what account?
And that is with your primary checking ma'am.
Okay, where are you seeing all of this? Because I don't see anything. Nothing. Except what I've done.
Ma'am, so we do have, yes, ma'am. So at the moment, ma'am, we do have the jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction? For what?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Okay, ma'am, just give me a brief second here, ma'am, while I do place you on a brief hold, and I'll be right back with you.
Okay. Pretty sure they wanted to know if you had Cash App or Venmo so they could have you send money. Something that's quick and easy for the scammer.
Yes. Now, what we're seeing, ma'am, there was a scheduled Zelle transfer happening on your account for the amount of $1,800 here.
I don't have Zelle.
And are you familiar with that?
I don't have Zelle. I don't use Zelle. Okay, if you're telling me that you can't keep my money safe, I'll just go ahead and put the rest of it with Goldman Sachs because this is outrageous. This is ridiculous. I'm glad that you only have $2,300 in your account. The rest of it is safe with Goldman Sachs.
Yes, ma'am, we do understand that, ma'am. So due to the fact that they were able to go ahead and gain access with your account, ma'am, like you just did.
How did they access my account when I don't share that information with anybody? I'm extremely careful. I don't click links. I don't click barcodes or anything like that. I'm not stupid enough to give my username and password to anybody. So how exactly did they get into my bank account?
So we're not sure how they were able to do that, ma'am, but they were able to go ahead and authorize
You're not
that.
sure. Do you know how inept you sound? Do you know how... Oh my God, you don't know how it's happening. You're allowing people to access my account. I'm going to be pulling my $2,300 out and putting it with Goldman Sachs with the rest of my money.
Hello, ma'am, it seems like we're disconnected here.
Yeah, we were disconnected. Yeah. Okay, I am going to be pulling all my money out and taking it over to Goldman Sachs. That has nothing to do with you. You just get a paycheck from the bank, so you don't care one way or another. Just make a note of that.
No, ma'am, we do. No, ma'am, we do understand, ma'am. So basically, we're trying to go ahead and cancel the cloud immunity for you, ma'am. Now, at the moment, do you have
my concern is that I asked you how it was happening. You said you have no idea how some strange person is accessing my bank account, and that's why I'm going to be switching all of my money over to Goldman Sachs. I want this to be recorded.
No, ma'am. So I did state it over that there were 2 devices that did have access with your mobile online banking. Now, they were able to go ahead and gain access with that online and do that transaction on your behalf.
I don't understand how they can access anything online if I haven't shared my username or password. It seems like this is a problem with you guys, not me. So I'm going to be pulling my money out. So please make a note of that. Go ahead and type in the computer. I hope this is recorded for your managers or whoever. That I can't believe this. I can't believe it. You let people access my account and you don't even know how.
No, ma'am. So we have to do a reverse dispute there with your account, so you're not penalized for that activity here today, okay?
Pardon? What?
Yeah, so we have to do a reverse dispute within your account, so you're not penalized for that activity here today, okay?
A reverse dispute?
Yes.
Never heard of a reverse dispute before. How do you do that? How's that work?
Okay. Now, are you using that iPhone device as well?
Yeah, I told you I am.
Okay, so we can go ahead and do that reverse dispute there with your online Apple Wallet, ma'am. Just a way transferred to that wallet there, so you're not penalized for that activity here today.
Okay, I'm in my app for the bank. My Apple Wallet. The only thing in my Apple Wallet is my Apple credit card, which is with Goldman Sachs, not you. That's the only thing in my Apple Wallet. There's nothing else there.
And you don't see that compromised debit card there, correct?
No, I don't keep my debit card in my wallet, in my Apple Wallet. The only thing there is my credit card because there's so many criminals out there that can use an RFID reader, bump up against you, touch you and everything, and then grab your details with my Apple credit card safely in my Apple Wallet. Nobody has access to that.
Yeah, so they can have access with that as well, ma'am. They can have access with your...
No, they don't.
You are using
no,
at the
they
moment.
don't.
Yes,
No, they
you
don't.
can.
No, they don't. They don't have access to it. I don't keep
ma'am,
it. I don't take the. Okay, I'm
access.
sorry. You must have misunderstood me. Forgive me. I don't take the Apple credit card with me. The titanium credit card stays at home. All I have is my virtual credit card in my Apple Wallet. I know you're not with Goldman Sachs, so I'm trying to help you understand that. I hope that was clear.
Yes, we do understand that.
Okay.
Now, at the moment, you didn't say that you don't have that debit card linked there.
I do not. Because like I told you, the RFID readers, the criminals that will try to brush up against you or try to steal your card information, they can't do that if all you have is a virtual card in an Apple Wallet. They can't do it. And the card number changes. If I want it to, the CVV number changes for security reasons. It's the best thing I can do to protect myself.
Okay, ma'am. Now, at the moment, ma'am, you don't have that other third-party banking link with your device there, correct?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Yes, Cash App.
You said Cash App?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't even know what that is. I don't have that.
Okay.
I don't. Why would I need Cash App? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Yeah, because it was a transfer happening with your account to the amount of $2,000 here to Cash App.
Okay, all right. I'm glad that I don't have very much money with you. I will be going to the head office of the bank to make a complaint, and I might get a lawyer. I'm really glad that the bulk of my money is with Goldman Sachs. My 401k.
Yes,
your institution has very little. If you end up doing this, really, he hung up again. Hello.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a scheduled call back, ma'am.
From who?
Jason Creekmore.
And you're with who? I just spoke with Wells Fargo. Is that who you're with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how can I help you?
Okay, and unfortunately, we're trying to give you that credit adjustment here within your account, ma'am, so you're not penalized here today, okay?
Well, you can go ahead and do that. While I was off the phone with you, I did an electronic transfer of everything but I left a tiny bit of money in there, and it's all with Goldman Sachs now. I wasn't kidding about that. I was deadly serious.
Yes. Now, do you have that debit card with that account as well, ma'am?
It's in my wallet with my Apple credit card.
Okay, and you did go ahead and transfer that full amount with that credit card, correct?
No, I didn't put it on the credit card. I put it in my Goldman Sachs high-yield savings account. I took the money out of your checking account of your institution because it's not safe, obviously. You informed me, so I took it out, most of it out, the bulk of it, and I put it in my Goldman Sachs savings account.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I do understand that for your procedure and your protection and your safety here. Mm-hmm. But in order for us to give you that credit adjustment here, ma'am, we do have to go ahead and perform that reverse dispute there with that online.
I don't. Okay, well, there's no money in there anymore anyway.
All right, now just.
Okay, there's after. He hung up again. I'm really frustrating the hell out of him. I love that.
If I ever get scammed, I'm gonna let them know that I have a friend named Penelope, and she don't play, and she see you in person. I don't think it's gonna be good for you.